So which day is the seventh day? Some people say, well, you can't really know. Just using the Bible, well, start with the dictionary. That's not the Bible. Dictionary, seventh day, Saturday, seventh day of the week. You go to the Bible, it tells us that Jesus was crucified on the preparation day, which we know to be Friday. Then it says they went home and they kept the Sabbath according to the commandment, the seventh day. And then he rose, they came to the tomb early Sunday morning, the first day. People call it Easter Sunday. So you can even look in the Bible, it's pretty clear. It's not this way in English. In English we call the seventh day Saturday. But in a lot of other languages, Spanish, how do you say Saturday? Sábado. Portuguese? Sábado. Russian? Subota. I got some Russians here. And 105 languages of the world, the word for the seventh day of the week, what we call Saturday, is Sabbath day. Isn't that interesting? So why is everyone going to church on Sunday? Is Sunday sacred? Where did that happen? Some say, well, the calendar was changed. Well, there have been a couple of changes to the calendar. Here's an example of one. When we went from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar in 1582, you'll notice what happened. They added 10 days to compensate for the seasons. They also put in leap years so they'd keep things on track. And you went to October 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. So did it change the calendar? Yes. Did it change the weekly cycle? Not at all. It went from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sabbath, Saturday. The weekly cycle has never been changed by the calendar. Someone wrote a letter to the U.S. Naval Observatory, and they said, have there been any changes in the calendar through history that have affected the weekly cycle? They wrote back and they said they don't know of any record of any change to the calendar that has ever affected the continuity of the weekly cycle. And so when people say, well, the challenge, we don't know what day Saturday and Sunday really are anymore because the calendar's been changed. I think it's always interesting that they never have a problem with the calendar until they learn the Sabbath truth. Then they say the calendar was changed. We don't know. And if you don't believe that, then you've got the evidence of 15 million, 16 million Jews around the world, and I could see that some of them might be shipwrecked on a deserted island and they lose track of the time and say, we don't remember what day is Saturday anymore. But for the whole nation to forget is very unlikely.